Talking Points analyst Natalie Fahmy is here with more. Natalie?
Thanks, Michael. Now, as you mentioned, the bill is $2 trillion, the most expensive of the bills in the past few years. As you can see, Trump's plan was $1.5 trillion and Obama's plan was $830 billion. Now, this begs the question of how it is going to be paid for. As you can see here, President Biden plans to increase corporate taxes. Obama had them at 35% and Trump cut that number to 21%, leaving Biden at 28%, exactly in the middle of both of them. Now, Biden plans to pay this off over 15 years, which is having people question whether or not this can be done because, as you can see here, corporate taxes do change under different presidents, so they're weary about if that will be changing. Now, of course, some actual aspects of the bill. This includes obvious aspects such as $621 billion for transportation infrastructure, including $80 billion for high-speed rails, something the Democrats have been urging for. A few parts that may surprise people include a $400 billion part for care infrastructure and $300 billion for research and development.
So Natalie, joining us now here at the desk. Let's talk about this bill. So when you talk about these massive bills, it's ostensibly an infrastructure bill, but oftentimes there are all sorts of issues that will get tacked onto a massive bill like this. How is the Biden administration looking to define infrastructure here?
So they're defining infrastructure as anything that is going to help the American people, which is why care is part of that infrastructure package. He says that this is going to help American people because it will help create more nursing home facilities and facilities for those with disabilities. Not only will that help those who need the facilities, but it will also give families comfort that their loved ones are in good hands so they can proceed with their days and their business and their work.
So Natalie, last question here. We saw in the last week on Friday, after this bill was announced, there was kind of actually a spike in the stock market driven by some of these stocks relating to infrastructure. How could this bill affect the economy as we look towards reopening?
So this could potentially have a great effect on the economy. The White House projects it's actually going to create 19 million jobs within the next decade. So as we're getting out of COVID, that is something that could help with the light at the end of the tunnel.
Natalie Fahmy, thank you very much. This is obviously something we're going to be looking at in the future.